This mini tutorial will be about making resin drinks. It's pretty sketchy, but I think you'll get the idea. Here are things that I get together. Communion cups, stir sticks. I personally use these little cups that you get for the bathroom. They're, I think, 2 ounce. And a clear plastic cup. I get these at the dollar store in a big package. Put those here. The brand name that I use is called Easy Cast. I'm sorry I do not have the box that it comes in. I always throw that away right away and put these in containers. It's called Easy Cast. You can get them at Michael's and you can get them at Amazon, Hobby Lobby. This is the hardener and this is the actual resin. And when you make any resin drinks, you need to have equal parts, exact equal parts of the hardener and the resin. If you do that, you can't go wrong. Your drinks will come out shiny and hard and unbreakable and quite beautiful. So those items. Need some kind of colorant, and I'll go into that a little bit when we get into this deeper. And if you're going to have ice cubes, find some clear plastic beads, something that's faceted. These have little holes in them. I prefer just having something that's not actually a bead, but the ones that I used to use are not made anymore, and so you just have to try to find the right size that looks good in your cups. So first thing that I do is I take these 2 small plastic cups and I put a mark on them with magic marker so that I can have the exact amount of resin and hardener in each one. And after I have the exact amount in, I pour them in very carefully. Make sure you get as much of this as you can out of each of these smaller cups so that you still have the exact amount. Then I always give myself 5 minutes for good stirring. Stir consistently, but don't stir real fast because then you'll make a lot of bubbles. Some of the drinks it doesn't make any difference and some of it does. Make sure you scrape on the bottom as you're going along. And I often do this. I go along the sides, get it mixed up real good, go again in circles for a while, and then off to the sides. You shouldn't be seeing any lines of a different color going through it by the time you're finished. It should be very well mixed together. So that will be your drink. Now what you need to do now, if you're doing just one color, for example, this is a little orange drink, I would get orange colorant and I would get a transparent. Transparent means that you can pretty much see through it, and the ones that are opaque would be for, here's a little milk. You can't see through that, so that's an opaque, and I can add a little bit of brown to that if I want to make it chocolate milk. They're all done pretty much the same way. So after it's stirred, you want to pour some of your liquid into however many cups that you want to use or can use. Don't fill it all the way to the top, because if you want to put your beads in there, your ice cubes in there, you can add those in too. If you've got ice cubes in there, you can put your straw in right at that time, because the ice cubes will hold the straw in place. If you're doing a drink that doesn't have ice cubes, this frozen drink, for example, it has glitter in it because it's for the Anna and Elsa set. Don't put your straw in until 2.5 hours after you've finished making your drink. In 2.5 hours, you'll find that you have to kind of push your straw in, but it will stay in place once you get it in there. Hold it for a couple of seconds, and so it's going to be where you want it to be, and now it won't go sliding. If you put it in much sooner than that, it'll slide, and you'll find when you go back that all of the straws have laid down on the sides. So give yourself 2.5 hours. If you want to go at 2 hours, go ahead and give it a try. If it's going to start slipping, it will start slipping right away. So that's your colorant. Also, if you're going to do layered, you must do them one layer at a time, and they have to cure for 24 hours. So that red is to cure for 24 hours. The next day I would do white. That's when I would put the straw in, because you can't put the straw in and just when it's just a little bit on top. So wait till the white for a couple of hours, put the straw in, and let that set for 24 hours, and then put your green in or whatever color. This one here, I waited until it was almost completely dry, like 5 hours later, and I was able to put my piece of fruit, in this case a strawberry, on the top gently, and it won't, sink to the bottom. So those are basic drinks. I have gotten these Easy Casting Craft colors. These are the non-clear. I get them at Hobby Lobby, and they are again at other places. I don't like them. They don't have a spout to them. They drip. You lose half of your product, on your hands, and when you try to get one drop out, they're really hard to work with. So I didn't know what to do about it, because they really make a beautiful product. I still use that for this, and it makes really a pretty cup of milk. So what I found was, I went on to Wish, which is a site that is from China. You have to wait maybe 3 or 4 weeks for your project to come through. Your order to come through. But I like them better because they have a spout, and you do need more of the liquid than you do the ones that we get here at Hobby Lobby. However, they're so less expensive that by the time you use more of this, it comes out to the same cost, but they're easier to use. Just have to make sure that you have opaque or solids when you want to do something like milk. If you want to do something like, just a fruit drink, just a simple drink like this, you have to get a translucent or transparent color. So that's basically the information that I can share with the resin drinks, and just experiment a little bit, and good luck.